I'm feeling a little bit better today. Yesterday I was like pretty upset that the car wasn't done. I was really beating myself up, but I'm over that. I'm excited to get back to the shop today. I'm excited to work on the cars. And I'll admit, Calvin's vlog was pretty good yesterday, so I'm feeling much better today. Now, I want to start this off with a question because I love this car. Everything about this car is good. It's treated me fairly well. But I'm thinking about maybe changing some things up on the car to bring a little bit different kinds of excitement. I've been playing with maybe switching to a turbo, but the things about turbos are not carb legal here. While this supercharger kit, which I'm like one of the only few people making this much power on this setup, it's legal, it's been reliable. I don't know, I'm asking you guys, should I change it up or should I keep it how it is now? Alright, so let's get a little update on this 350. I didn't show you much at all during the overnight attempt to get this car ready. There's still a lot to be done, quite honestly. The front end bash bar is not done. We still need to make tabs to the headlights. We need to make the tabs for the hood. We redesigned the return line on the turbo. So rather than having a soft line, or there was an AN line, but rather than having the AN come right from the bottom and shooting straight to the manifold, what Eric did is he made a hard line L bend, which you can't see much, but I'm pointing to it right here. That hard line comes off and then it starts beyond the header and just redirects it, and then it's able to shoot down into the heat shield. So we have the heat shield on there, so it should be good to go. Our other lines are all good to go, so that is all buttoned up. The wiring is still a mess. That's okay. Intercooler is now hard mounted. And you can see we're still designing the front end of the car to hold the front bumper. We installed the new steering rack, so that's on there. So the alignment is a little bit better than what it was before, but it's still off. But it's definitely drivable.
It's drivable. Look at this one. Look at this one.
Yeah, it's a little bit toe in, and on this side, I mean, it will do. My goal for today is to drive this car on the road. Having the mindset of going to Vegas without even driving it once, pretty ridiculous thing to do. The car is in working function. I finished wiring up the CD7. So as you can see here, if you turn the master switch on and flip ignition, the CD7 fires up and it's wired correctly. So that's all good. The interior is still not completely done. We're gonna be making probably like a carbon dash here. So we just have it in just to hold up the CD7 and kind of keep it a little bit tidy. The firewall of the car is done, so now it's a big bat cave back there. But if you come to the rear end of the car, this rear bumper is mounted. This rear bumper is from VIS. It's just like a little cheapy rep bumper. It was like 250 bucks shipped to the door. Fitment's okay. For some reason, it like sinks in past this hatch. And as you can tell, it like does not line up at all. This is supposed to be like pretty much a stock fitment. It's a wide body piece, but the length is like where the normal bumper ends, so I don't know why we have such a fat gap right there, but it is what it is. Some of the things we did in the late night is we put up all this guarding here. So we cut out these pieces. You have one right here, and actually one underneath, so that from this view you're pretty much guarding for the most part. Most of the fuel cell doesn't get too dirty. Obviously we still need to button up those little corners, but from underneath it's completely sealed. The reason for that being was on my last setup I had both these sides open and it just destroyed the fuel cell and it just got everywhere. So we have that all buttoned up. So everything looks pretty nice. The shroud's in, the scoop is in, and as you can see, the exterior of the firewall. So everything's enclosed. We installed that Lexam. It looks like shit because it has fingerprints and stuff all on it. That is now sealed and it's riveted in. So that turned out pretty good. The exhaust is off. It's down by the transmission right now, but for today that should be okay. It is sitting over there, but we want to make an extension tip so it kind of shoots out right around here. We cut up most of this bumper. We cut the rear diffuser out, and as you can see, I'm not running these little tail lights or these little side marker lights, but both tail lights will be in. You can see our mounting tabs for those here, and then we cut out this and out this just to help ventilate smoke. One thing I've noticed on a bunch of FD cars is you see a lot of people have intricate cuts out of the rear bumper. A lot of times that is to help ventilate and circulate the smoke out of the rear end, so that when you are sliding and you are creating a bunch of smoke, rather than it getting trapped on the inside here, it's seeping into the cabin, it can actually get vacuumed out. So that looks pretty cool. So things that I need to do before we get this car on the road, because it is drivable right now, I need to fill the car up with coolant, which I will need your help with, if that's okay. I can't do that by myself, so we're gonna have to pour in all the gallons, put in the water wetter, check for leaks. One thing that we did notice is that when the car does get to operating temperature, and we are not running a thermostat, by the way, so it's gonna take a while to circulate all the water. When they get really hot, that's when you find the small little like leaks that spurts out water. So we'll need to get this up to temperature, check all of our couplers. We have one here underneath the car and then in the back. Make sure that's all tight. Make sure we don't have any weird issues with this hardliner getting too hot, which we shouldn't, hopefully. And other than that, beyond the alignment being a little bit off, we should be good to go. I brought the GoPro, I bought a mic, so we can do a little first drive, hopefully, fingers crossed. It's on E85, so it will take a while to get hot. All right, so as we're watching that coolant temp start to rise, I'm keeping my eyes, like I said, on those couplers that handle the coolant. So there's a couple underneath the car which we can't see, but I'm just periodically checking for any little water drips, anything of that sort. I'm not noticing any leaks, I can't hear anything. Calvin, do not do that. And everything's good so far. We're about to make our first drive. Calvin's getting in the car right now. I'm gonna give him this camera, and then I'm gonna wear the helmet so I can hook up the GoPro. I've been having a lot of trouble with the mic, but I think I might have figured out the problem. So I'm gonna hook all this stuff up, and hopefully you guys get audio while I'm driving.
Oh, the alignment's really pumped up. Like really bad? Yeah, it's like really bad. What do you think? I'm gonna bring it to the shop.
I just tried to take it out. The alignment was too fucked up to actually go nowhere with it. It just like really, it was janking hard. So we're gonna put this car up, try and fix our toe a little bit, and then take it back out for a spin. So what we noticed is that on the front right tire, the toe is like dramatically in, and we're running a little bit toe out on this side. So what we're gonna do is just pull the toe out on the front right wheel a little bit. We're gonna do the best measurements we can, but this isn't like a final setup or anything. This is just something to get us on the road, just to drive it, just kind of see how it feels. So you can see Calvin's adjusting that tie rod, and it's pulling the toe.
Fuck ton of things, boy. You wanna do super duck feet, Teach?
We should almost just set it. Oh yeah, dude, just run it like that. Just run it totally out. We should just run like almost zero toe on both of them.
That's what
and call it a done deal for the day. And then, because before we can get on the track, we need to do a full alignment on the whole entire car.
Okay. Attempt number 2. Good luck, Teach.
Thing once, just to see if the alignment feels any better.
I can't hear a thing. TJ's talking to himself, and I can't hear a thing. How's it sound? It's not that loud. Oh, there's Eric. There's Eric.
So the first drive went pretty well. I'm not trying to talk too much on the GoPro because quite honestly, I kind of got like in the zone. And I was like listening for things, trying to feel things. I was just really paying attention to the car. I don't even know if the mic worked at this point, so there might have not have been any audio. I'm not too sure yet. It felt really good. I really didn't push it that hard because I'm a little nervous. This car kind of has been temperamental. I don't want to do anything stupid that's gonna sacrifice the life of the car or put it out even longer. I read a lot of your comments on the video when I announced we didn't make it for Vegas. A lot of you guys said, TJ, do not rush the car. We like seeing the build process, so don't push it. Just take it step by step. And I hear you guys, I appreciate that. A lot of you were telling me to get more rest and take care of myself, and I know, I'm on it, but I just want to say thank you for that. So this Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're gonna have the Hunt Company drop. Now, everything that's gonna happen here, or everything that we're gonna drop, are sweatpants, the sweatshirts, 250 so hats, all 3 beanies, pop sockets, lanyards, and all these air fresheners. So many stickers. New Hunt Quarter stickers, the Mimi stickers of #Chotch, and have a bunch of our faces on them, so that one's pretty funny. And then we have, if you want to doctor somebody, we have a #doctor sticker. So, and I think I'm gonna last minute have some custom banners made and stickers made that you guys will see probably in the next couple days. But thehuntcompany.com, 9 a.m. If you order from huntcompany.com, that is not me. Remember that whole like Mike scandal? Well, he still owns that website, so anything on that is not me. A lot of you keep like DMing me and you're like, oh, I just ordered like this and this. I'm like, dude, I hate to tell you, that's not me, and I can't help you with any issues that you guys have on that site. So just FYI, that is not me. I just got home and I left my keys inside, so I have to wait for Sabrina to get home. And a bunch of these kids that live in my neighborhood, look at this. Look at this kid right now. Did you guys see him? See him pointing at us? He can't see inside the car because the windows are tinted so much, but him and like 5 other kids have been running around in circles going, oh my gosh, a Lamborghini, a Lamborghini. I wish it was a Lamborghini, but it's not a Lamborghini. Kid that lives down the street. It's a Subaru. And I'm feeling